Hello everyone, Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you about the topic of fast forward. It's time to fast forward. So what do I mean by that? So I just completed my last class for social work. It's a wonderful day. I'm so happy to celebrate with you all that I did it. Now I'll move forward and see how far I can push myself to help other people. And as I grow and share more of these videos during my lifetime on this channel, it's going to be great. But yeah, being back on the camera feels good. That feels great. And it just feels like a part of myself is naturally back now on these videos. So sorry, my apologies for doing the audio videos for a moment. I thought, let's just give it a shot, but I guess I should trust my voice. That's right, I should trust my voice. And so going back to the theme of the video, I think as far as a practical idea, why do you mean when you say fast forward? What do you mean there, Mike the MC? So one thing I learned from my class, from my social work class I just completed, there was this question, this style of question that we ask our clients with regards to solution-focused therapy, where if a client or someone is having trouble, you're having trouble trying to get back on track, you're having trouble with an addiction of some kind, you're having trouble with somebody, you're just not doing too well, and you need to kind of look ahead, looking forward. And that's the idea. I can ask the question, well, let's just fast forward and suppose that you are now in charge of your life. What would it take to get there? What does that look like? What have you overcome to get to that point? And you just keep drawing out all those kind of questions related to a fast forward presumption, a question, right? And you just want to help the person, even yourself, even myself. This is very powerful for the individual who's trying to use this, but we'll get back to that in a second. But if you're the one trying to help somebody with regards to helping them see forward in their life, let them know, hey, I just think if we fast forward maybe a day, maybe an hour from now, what would it be like to be in charge of your life where you feel like you are now in control? Doesn't that give you a little bit of hope? And then that does hopefully spark some optimism for the person that you're working with, your child. Whether you ask them, hey, if we work on this thing, how would it feel if we actually did play a game of chess today, or we played this game, and how would you feel? And your child's like, yeah, let's play, or dollhouse, or let's just go to the park, right? I know, just all these practical examples, right? Being that my channel likes to help support families, but then thinking about for the individual, for the person who's suffering, right? This is where it's very powerful as far as the fast forward question and helping yourself even. So like even for me, even when I share in these kind of videos, in a way it's like therapy for me because I get to share my thoughts and feelings. But if I'm to talk about like a fast forward question, many of my videos kind of have that element in them where I'm thinking about the future. I'm having these open-ended questions where I'm talking about things just on any topic really as far as how to help people. But then I think, okay, if I'm going to move forward in life, fast forward from today, what would be a great thing? Well, I would be in great shape, I would lose some pounds, I would have a few clients to work with, I would have the next opportunity lined up for a job, I would have everything just lined up for me to get rich and succeed. And fast forward a year from now, what would that be like? Well, shoot, I'm going to have several jobs. I'm going to be running several businesses right from now in a year. And I'm just so in charge of my life, making tons of money. Now I can go out and have the big house and all these other things that are in the scope of my life that I want, right? See, and if you just fast forward just a little bit from your perspective, and you can look past the obstacles and challenges that you're facing. Okay, past all the negative people, right? I can't tell you how many times I had to do this in college, even high school, even little school, right? Getting past a lot of bullies that, okay, maybe the bullies that I'm facing right now, they're in my life, but I can get past these guys, these people, because I am looking forward to an optimistic future where I am in charge. I am succeeding. I don't have to feel like I'm a failure in this moment because I recognize in maybe a year, I'm going to be the one who's holding the torch at the end of the day, the one who's crossing the finish line, the one who stayed in shape, the one who kept doing exercises when everyone else got lazy and sloppy, when everyone was just thinking, oh, they have it in the bag, the other people are dating other people and they're like trying to show off in front of me like, oh, look what I got. Mike the MC, you don't have this at all. But it's like, wait a minute. I think I'm okay. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit from now because I know that by sticking to my practices, sticking to my guns, sticking to what it is that I know that I am capable of doing, in the year from now, I'm going to be kicking butt, man. I'm going to be kicking some serious business as far as being in charge. And so if I, even from a year from now, from this channel, it would be nice to have a few more, well, several more videos, of course, but I mean, trying to have more subscribers, more people that are sharing in the comments, more videos where I'm thinking about the future, where I'm talking with other people even on a live stream, and I'm talking about these other ideas that would really come to life. And that is the idea of having a little optimism with regards to a world that we live in, where it's very much a struggle to survive each day. And if you're going to survive even for the next hour, the next moment, right? Say you're someone who is suffering with some terrible ideation. In counseling, we call this the ideation that relates to personal injuries, etc., etc. And that could be another video for another topic, another day. But even for people in this situation, we talk about measurable goals. So if you are suffering from ideation to where you want to harm yourself, think about it like this. I don't have to harm myself right now. I don't have to be secluded. Let me go outside, go for a walk. Let me go outside, out of my room, so I'm not feeling so depressed right now. Let me call a good friend when I'm feeling a little lonely. Let me go and play a game right now because I'm just getting so drained doing the same work over and over again. I'm going to have a measurable goal for myself in that moment, so that way when I feel the pressure, I'm going to get out of there. So that way I don't feel that pressure to do some self-harm to myself. That's a powerful tool for anyone to learn, to pick up as far as a life skill for any age. And I think when we have those outlets that are measurable, able to be within reach when we need help and support, that is where you're going to find the way to get past a lot of negative energy that you're facing with each day, that you feel, that you think, oh my gosh, how am I going to get past these negative feelings when I face them, right? How am I going to get past my porn addiction, my alcohol, drugs, or all these different kind of addictions that come into play? And the thing is, inaction will lead to that stagnation where you cannot do anything. So being a little active does help, but then maybe doing a little stagnation can help in the opposite effect. Doing less, so that way you're not doing more of a bad thing. Or changing your activity from a bad one, so that way you're now switching your energy, gaining it back even, where you're not wasting it on a negative addiction of some kind. And addictions are real. And let's be real, we struggle each day, right? Everyone's trying to survive each day, trying to find some love in some way. Each person's case is different, but the thing is, right, don't give up on people, don't give up on yourself. Recognize that when you have these terrible situations happening in your life, whether you're responsible or not, you can always find measurable actions to take for yourself. And that is why, with regards to the fast forward question, it really leads to great forms of healing for different situations, to where if you feel secluded, you feel alone, hey, I could call my best friend right now on my phone. Hey, I don't have my phone right now. Okay, let me go for a walk. Let me go outside and look at the sky. Let me look and see what's happening outside. Let me go and people watch, right? I like to watch people as they make blunders in public, right? If you like to be in the city, and if you're not in the city or in the outskirts, okay, you like nature, all right. Just go sit out in the chair, watch the sunset, the stars, etc. Start a fire, right? When you get that kind of activity going in your life to balance out the negative feelings, using some fast forward questioning to get you to do some actions, there you go. You're moving in the right direction as far as healing and protecting yourself. That is a very powerful self-care piece of advice I could share with you. And I think with regards to moving forward in life, another thing you could consider is when you want to build a life together with somebody, right? What would that be? That kind of a question. Well, I think you're kind of beautiful, or I think you and I are doing great. I think you and I are doing great with our work, our jobs, careers. Would you like to have another child? Would you like to have another house in the future? Would you and I like to go and this vacation at this place and go with our kids at some point? And you can really use the fast forward questioning in different areas of not just protecting yourself, your own mental abilities, your mental safety, but you're also taking care of other parts of your life too. So don't forget that the fast forward question can help you with your family in different areas of your life, where saying, hey, it would be nice if we had another child in our house. It'd be nice if we had another backyard or more space to where, hey, let's go celebrate some more birthdays next year, or let's go and have these other parties and celebrate for these other occasions. It would be nice if we had another business that we had to operate and had more people to employ helping our city, right? And you think of all these different things with the fast forward question, and it can really spark interest in your life in different ways. So don't forget, you have power within you. When you have a mode of curiosity, that's one of my good things that my teacher said the other day. Curiosity. When you're curious and just sit in that mode of curiosity, that allows the fast forward questioning to not only help be there for your mental health, but also for your personal growth. And by that state of curiosity, you are able to stay put within that area, a safe area of just thinking forward and not really taking too much of a gamble ahead, right? You're not stretching your abilities too far to where they're not attainable, because they are attainable when they're measurable and ready to get going. And I think I'll do another video on SMART goals one day. That'll be a great video to talk about from a counseling perspective. But hey, that is something I can share with you in this moment today. The fast forward question is so powerful. Don't give up on yourself. Give yourself a chance to grow and succeed. Look at yourself as far as, okay, I can overcome these negative things and become a new, stronger version of myself tomorrow. Because I see that today, I'm going to do what you won't, so that tomorrow I will do what you can't. That's a very powerful quote I learned from running. And it makes sense, because if you're willing to run the extra mile that no one was willing to do today and practice, and tomorrow they're going to try to do it, but you can already do it, guess what? You pushed yourself and you're able to heal to run that mile a little bit faster too. So keep that in mind. Recovery is real. Don't forget that. Recovery is another part of self-healing with a fast-forward question. All right, everyone. I hope this video finds you well today. Be strong, courageous. Don't give up on your life. Always remember that you have the power to get out of situations when you're even on your own and you're struggling. Curiosity is one of your greatest strengths. The fast forward question stems from that, to where you can get out of those terrible toxic environments, situations, and give yourself a bit of hope. Hope to recognize that you can get out of a terrible situation, you will grow, and you will be okay. Things to consider. All right, everyone. I hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.